Good morning, day 82, and it is 15 till 10, and I am just now back on trail. Yeah, typical with, staying in a hostel, get caught in the vortex a little bit, but it's all right. I was going to go into town this morning and eat at a restaurant, but it's that hostel is it's a multiple ministries, and they get a lot of donated food. They had food out the wazoo, and we could take pretty much whatever we wanted. So I fixed myself breakfast, and I figure out which way I want to go here. AT is north this way, yeah. So getting a late start because I didn't really prep my food and stuff until this morning. I got some videos and stuff out last night, and just chit-chatting with the other two hikers that were there yesterday. So I met two new people. So, but just really comfortable accommodations for $22. It was unbeatable. So I'm glad I stayed there. I'm gonna try to do 20 miles today. It's just a hair under 20, but I'm gonna call it 20 because I had to walk 8/10 of a mile to the hostel last night, but the 8/10 of a mile going back to, I tried hitching, but that's all right. It's less than a mile. But I'm gonna go. I guess I'm platinum blazing. I'm gonna stay at another hostel tonight. It just doesn't really work out with the mileage. I want to stop past the halfway mark. Oh, by the way, I will reach a halfway mark today, so that's pretty exciting. But I want to stop just past that at Pine Grove Furnace State Park, and that's where they have a general store that does the ice cream challenge. And there's also an AT museum, which I think they close at 4 today, so I'm not going to get there in time. So I'm going to stay at a hostel that's pretty popular, that was recommended by a Potomac Appalachian Trail Club member. And I called them last night. She says, yeah, they had 28 beds, and there's going to be plenty of beds. So it's only $25 a night. So if they're decent beds, that's not bad. And if I slept as well, if I'll sleep as well tonight as I did last night, then it's going to be worth it, because I slept good last night, I think. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's get on it. Man, this north chapter of the Potomac Appalachian Trail Club just keeps outdoing themselves. I had forgotten about the Quarry Gap Shelter, but check out this area. All right, look at that swing. And here's the shelter. It's two twin shelters connected by a breezeway. Unbelievable. There's their pavilion with the picnic table. I mean, look at this hearth. I mean, the potted flowers hanging on the corners. Yeah, they're obviously really proud of this, and they just keep outdoing themselves. Nice. Well, it's way too early, but that is my first blueberry. Cool. Here's Milesburn Cabin. There's another one that's available for rent. So the PATC, remember, kept the shelters and maintained the trail in the Shenandoah National Park, and we had those cabins that were for rent. So they got them here too. Sweet. Man, it would be really cool to rent one of these. All right, I made it to the Birch Run Shelter, and Nat Geo and Maui are here. Hey! And others. Well, I'm bumming. I just realized somehow I missed the sign for the halfway point. There was a road crossing. It was 4/10 of a mile after that, and I came out to an old sign marking the 2018 halfway point. And Maui's behind me, slack packing a day. Her and her friend, they missed it too. Nat Geo probably missed it because he's up ahead and must have barreled on through. I'm wondering if the sign was even up. Maybe someone had played a prank and pulled it down, but it should be a big sign. Hard to miss. But, I was booking with head down, and I should have made a mental note of how many tenths it was after that road crossing. Instead, I was relying on my hiking time from the last shelter, which I had even screwed that up. I had the distance wrong. So I think I missed it. I wanted a picture of me kissing the sign. That's a bummer. But rest assured, I am past the halfway point. Major milestone. So from here on out, the miles ahead are less than the miles behind. Good to know. Bye. Well, I made it to the 1,100 mile mark. At least I saw this one. All right, I have made it. Over there in the distance, Birch Run Shelter. Oh, there's an old homestead here. Good, I need water. There's a spring there. Man, this is nice. Inside's laid out. Another pavilion. Wood cut up, ready to go. It's a small shelter. Smallish. But they got some Adirondack chairs out. Man, these shelters are just really sweet around here. This is the kind of a monument to the halfway point from years past. You see, obviously, the mileage doesn't add up now. The halfway point is actually 1095.5. And like I said before, I missed it. It's actually south of here. But at, I think in 2011, it was, the midpoint was 1090.5. And that's what this little memorial commemorates. But I'm about 3 miles at this point from the park, and the name escapes me right now, but it's where the AT Museum is. Pine Grove Furnace State Park. It's where the AT Museum is, and the Pine Grove General Store that's famous for the ice cream challenge, where you try to eat a half gallon of ice cream. And then there's the Ironmasters Mansion Hostel that I'm staying at tonight. All three of those things are real close together, so I'll be there shortly after 5. All right, there's the Ironmasters Mansion Hostel. That's where I'm staying. It really is a mansion. Wow. So actually, I've already been in there, and I don't have enough cash to even check in. So the general store is right here, home of the ice cream challenge, and they have an ATM, which I will need to visit, and it gives me the opportunity to check out their menu, see if I want to eat dinner and or breakfast here, or at the hostel for $5 per meal, which it's not that great of a meal at the hostel, so I might want to eat here. All right, I want to show this hostel a little bit. So this is the front porch, obviously. Look at that. And there's a view of the state park. The general store is over in that direction. There's campgrounds over there. Let's go inside. So this is the gathering room, the great room. Kitchen's in here. It's like a professional kitchen. I mean, huge. I mean, high ceilings. Look at this. Look at this hearth. This fireplace and hearth. I mean, it's huge. It's just very nicely done. You know, some antiques. And here's another like sitting room or parlor with got computers to use. There's loaner clothes. There's 2 dorms. There's the men's room. There's a private room. See, there was a big fireplace there. Another place for getting online. This wasn't even mentioned in the AT guide. That's a nice feature. Then here's the another, like a side entrance. I don't know if I can capture this, but the staircase going upstairs where there's more dorms. I'm not even going to go up there, but check this out. I mean, this really was a mansion. And then the dorm is in there, and it's kind of like a standard dorm. I mean, it's not bad at all, but gorgeous property. Maui's trying to finish her half-gallon ice cream challenge.
Got part of it.
Almost done. All right, Nat Geo, show me your reward.
Here's my reward. I ate a half-gallon of ice cream in 21 minutes, and I won this wooden spoon.
Fantastic.
So, but I'm gonna hold and cherish this for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would.
At least until this sickness goes away.
Right, right. So this is the Appalachian Trail Museum, and I was thinking I could check it out tomorrow morning, but unfortunately they're only open Wednesday through Sunday. Today's Sunday, but they're only open from 9 to 4 on Wednesdays through Sundays. So I am not going to be able to check it out. There's another old halfway marker sign. So here's what remains of the furnace, the namesake for this state park. Began operations in the, I think, early mid-1700s, and made pig iron, crude iron, for the British. And then during the Revolutionary War, it made refined iron. So a lot of history here. So all these buildings are kind of real close together within a block here. So this is the general store where they have the ice cream challenge. And all these buildings, like I said, original to the initial foundry. So this used to be the stables, and you can see evidence of that here on one end of the general store. And over there you can see people eating under the umbrella. Back there at the end of the street, that's the AT Museum, which I'm not sure what it used to be. This is a rental cabin, but it used to be the paymaster's office. And then, but there's the mansion where I'm staying, the hostel, and that was the owner of the foundry. That was his residence. Interesting.